Hey, what's up, y'all? I thought I'd just do a video on this information I learned about Chris Chan. So yesterday, the most well-documented person on the internet, Chris Chan, was released from jail. His jail saga is ended. If you don't know who he is, he's the creator of the Silent True comics, a brony, and his life was basically on display for everyone. Everyone loved watching it. It was basically a train wreck. If you don't know why he was in prison, well, it's basically for fadoodling his dementia-ridden mother. I'm not going to dive too deep into that. I'm sure there's other videos that'll do that for me. He was in there indefinitely for over a year, and it was speculated that he was bonded out and has been denied bond before. Edwin Consalvo, Green Commonwealth's attorney, reportedly requested at the time for Chandler to be held without bond at Central Virginia's regional jail in Orange County. Consalvo said that he was concerned about the community safety, the Chandler safety, and obviously his mother's as well. At the bond hearing, Consalvo highlighted the fact that Chandler's arrest was filmed, and it was clear people sought out where Chandler was staying. At this point, Chandler reportedly interrupted the proceeding, saying, "I'm famous on the internet," before Hildberg's Chandler's state-appointed attorney instructed her to not speak unless spoken to by the court because they would interrupt so often and get mad every time the judge would use the wrong pronouns, which, can you really blame him? I still have a hard time trying to figure out how to address Chris Chan. So you might be wondering, how is he free? Well, apparently he was released by court order. Apparently in Virginia, incest is a class 5 felony, but is also considered a wobbler, which can either be a felony or misdemeanor depending on how the judge or jury sees it. And even though he's been released by the courts, the trial still hasn't happened, and no sort of judgment has been passed. But the prison system still tallies up all the time served, so let's say Chris Chan was charged for 1 year. He already spent that 1 year's time served, and since they're not fit to live alone, they'll probably spend the rest of their lives in the halfway house, which would effectively be the end of Chris Chan. Now, if you don't know who Chris Chan is, I highly recommend you go down the same rabbit hole I went down and watch Gino Samuel's comprehensive history on Chris Chan. It's really good. There's like 73 parts by now. And it goes over all of like the wild things that's happened in Chris Chan's life, like a lot. And while he was in jail, one of the first letters he sent out was him proclaiming he's Jesus Christ. If that isn't the definition of a delusional narcissist, then I don't know what is. And also defending why he wasn't bad at doing what he did, like why he wasn't fucked up for having sex with his mom. And I could say in the beginning you could sort of feel bad for Chris Chan and all the trolling he was getting, but then he does all these irredeemable and really cringy things that makes you kind of second guess even feeling that way in the first place at all. Because that sympathy is gonna shrivel up and die. I swear if it hasn't by now, it will by the time you watch that documentary. He's killed so many animals. It's really scary, honestly. This is just now happening. And the question that begs to be asked, even though that Chris Chan is free, will his mother be safe? Which, in my mind, there's no possible way this doesn't end up with him being in a halfway house. Chris Chan is the culmination of years of trolling and his own poor actions, ending in the worst possible outcome regarding their parent and themselves. At the end of the day, the only good thing to come out of this is to finally separate these two individuals and that Chris Chan gets the help he desperately needs. Anyways, want to know more about this? Watch Gino Samuel's videos and peace out.